Reverend Dr. Ambassador Joseph N.NWIBO is spiritual director of Nigerian Reformed Church, Abakaliki, and Vice Chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria, Ebonyi State, speaking on the people's expectation in 2023 to 2024, who to focus the attention to an unprecedented performance of Governor Francis Ogbonnamefru of Ebonyi State.
2023 has been a very decisive year. This year housed the general election. We elected or selected our president, our governors, House of Senate, House of Reps, and so on and so forth. House of State, state assemblies. All these things, it is not always what people expected that happened. There are so many that are that governors today, nobody expected that they would be. But God overrules. God is a governor, he is a president of all countries in the world. Dominion belongs to him, and he gives it to anybody he wishes to give it. So there are so many expectations. Expectations are like desires. It is only ones that God permits. Those are the ones that come to manifest. So let me come down to Ebonyi State in the second level. In Ebonyi State, yes, we thank God for the governor, His Excellency Right Honorable Builder Chief Francis Ogbonnamefru. He emerged a winner, and that shows the people's choice. He was not the best, but he is God's choice, and God has put him there. And I tell you the truth, a lot of people were afraid that he may not do well, but today he is doing very, very well. Personally, I'm not a politician, I'm a pastor, and I must say the truth, but everybody knows that this man is performing beyond the expectation. Every segment of Ebonyi people is rejoicing. One of the first things he did was to constitute committees that looked into all these communal rifts and crises. And with these committees, the problem between Shom and Ezai is dying down. Between this and that, and all these communities that were having rifts, you see the committees are working very fine under the directive of His Excellency. Look at how he helped the old people, the pensioners, to get their gratuity, to get their pensions. Now it is honorable to retire in Ebonyi State. People are afraid to retire. Retirement was like a death certificate, but now people like to retire under the administration of NWIBO because they know that he's going to take good care of them. What about the empowerment of the youth? Every youth, all those that are beneficiaries, not every youth in Ebonyi State, was given 2 million naira for empowerment. Where has it happened since the inception of Ebonyi State? Look at the workers. So the workers are also happy. This Christmas, every state worker is going home with 100,000 naira from His Excellency, courtesy of His Excellency. Where has it ever happened? Ebonyi State has never had it as good as it is now, courtesy of His Excellency Governor NWIBO. What about the children? Because the parents now have something to buy for them for their Christmas, they will be rejoicing. A lot of children say, let's go home, because they have something to go home with. What about bishops? I want to let you know, His Excellency has also given some fabulous, undisclosed amount of money to bishops to go home. Do I forget widows? Do I forget the elderly, the sick, and all these groups of society? All of them are rejoicing. NWIBO is touching life. So with Governor, I can tell you that he's performing beyond expectation. And we're also happy, especially we Iji people were afraid, and now he has scattered and dispelled all this fear, and we have full confidence in him that in these 8 years that he's the governor of Ebonyi State, he will do extraordinary. I didn't talk about all the developmental projects in the state because I'm not a politician, but everybody knows that these expectations, as the Bible says, that the expectation of the righteous will never be cut off. So I want to thank God for him. The Bible says when the righteous is on the throne, people rejoice. But the sin is a reproach to any nation. Coming to individuals, my brothers and sisters, I don't know what have been the expectation. But remember, a human being is insatiable. No matter how generous God is to us, we still want more. Oliver Twists. But the Bible says we should be content with what God has given us. There are so many things that I would wish to have accomplished in 2023, but I didn't. Why? Because one way or the other, God didn't want me, or I made one mistake or the other. Let us use 2023 as a case study. Reflect on how you managed your money. Reflect how you managed your family. You managed your work. These things are very, very important. Whatever you sow comes back to us. And so maybe the expectations we had didn't come because you didn't follow God's way. Because once we follow God's way must happen. And God will always manifest himself as a covenant-keeping God. I believe that what God didn't do for you in 2023, he will do for you in 2024. All hope is not lost. If you're expecting to have a child or to marry or to buy a car, all this and that and that and that, 2024 is coming by God's grace. Don't lose hope. Trust in God. That God that you serve, that God you fear, is still alive. God will do it. And you'll be grateful that you wait on God, because God's time is the best. Thank you.